Have you ever wondered what causes albinism? Is it a condition that only affects certain races? And what challenges do people with albinism face in their daily lives? Well, in this video, we're going to break down everything you need to know about albinism, from its causes to treatments and even common myths. So, if you're ready, let's get started. Okay, so let's start with the basics. Albinism is a genetic condition that affects the production of melanin. Melanin is the pigment that gives color to your skin, hair, and eyes. People with albinism have little to no melanin, which is why they usually have very light skin, hair, and eyes. It's like the melanin-making factory in their bodies is taking a permanent vacation. But here's the thing. Albinism isn't one size fits all. There are actually different types. The most common type is called oculocutaneous albinism, or OCA for short. OCA affects the skin, hair, and eyes. Then there's ocular albinism, or OA, which primarily affects the eyes. People with OA might have normal skin and hair color but have vision problems. Albinism is caused by mutations in specific genes that control melanin production. These mutations are inherited in an autosomal recessive pattern. Think of it like this. You get 2 copies of each gene, one from your mom and one from your dad. If both of those copies have the mutation, then you have albinism. But if only one copy has the mutation, you're considered a carrier. Now here's a question I get a lot. Does albinism only affect certain races? And the answer is a resounding no. Albinism affects people of all races and ethnicities around the world. However, while albinism can affect anyone, its prevalence does vary by region. For instance, albinism is most common in sub-Saharan Africa. In some communities there, it's estimated that 1 in every 1,500 people has albinism. In Europe and North America, albinism is less common, affecting about 1 in every 17,000 to 20,000 people. Asia also has similar rates to Western countries, although the exact numbers can vary. Unfortunately, in some African countries, the higher prevalence of albinism has led to some harmful myths and superstitions. It's important to remember that albinism is a genetic condition, not a curse or a sign of anything magical. We've talked about what albinism is and who it affects, but what are some of the challenges that people with albinism face in their daily lives? When you have little to no melanin, it can lead to some unique health considerations. Let's start with vision. Because melanin plays a role in the development of the eye, people with albinism often experience vision problems. This can range from mild to severe and might include things like poor eyesight, light sensitivity, and nystagmus, which is involuntary eye movements. Imagine trying to read a book when your eyes are constantly flitting back and forth. It can make everyday tasks pretty challenging. Then there's skin sensitivity. Melanin is our built-in sunscreen, and without enough of it, people with albinism are much more susceptible to sunburns and skin cancer. That means they have to be extra careful about sun protection hats, sunglasses, and high SPF sunscreen. But the challenges go beyond the physical. In many parts of the world, people with albinism face social stigma and discrimination. So, we've talked about some of the challenges. Now, let's talk solutions. Is there a cure for albinism? The short answer is no, not yet anyway. Scientists are working on gene therapies that could potentially address the underlying genetic causes, but those are still in the research phase. However, that doesn't mean there's nothing that can be done. There are many ways to manage the effects of albinism and help people live full and healthy lives. For vision problems, glasses, contact lenses, and magnifiers can make a huge difference. Regular eye exams are also crucial to monitor for any changes and ensure that people with albinism are getting the best possible vision correction. Sun protection is another big one. We're talking hats, sunglasses, and high SPF sunscreen. It's also important to avoid the sun during peak hours and seek shade whenever possible. Regular checkups with a dermatologist are also essential to monitor for any signs of skin cancer. Beyond the physical aspects, addressing the social stigma surrounding albinism is crucial. Okay, it's time to bust some myths. There are a lot of misconceptions floating around about albinism, so let's set the record straight. Myth number 1. People with albinism have red eyes. While it's true that their eyes can appear reddish or violet in certain lighting conditions, this is due to the way light reflects off the back of the eye. In reality, most people with albinism have blue, gray, or hazel eyes. Think about it. Have you ever taken a photo with the flash on and ended up with red eyes? It's the same principle. Myth number 2. Albinism only affects white people. We've already debunked this one, but it's worth repeating. Albinism affects people of all races and ethnicities worldwide. And finally, myth number 3. People with albinism are magical or cursed. Albinism is a genetic condition, not a superpower or a curse. It's crucial that we challenge these harmful beliefs and promote understanding and acceptance. So there you have it. Everything you need to know about albinism. We've covered the causes, the challenges, the treatments, and even busted some myths along the way. If you learned something new today, give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends to help spread awareness. Don't forget to subscribe for more informative and engaging content. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.